Good evening, all. Thanks for joining me. I appreciate your effort here tonight. My name is Annette Lartigue, and I am your host here at CoachingU4U. Thanks for joining us. This is one of those times where we want you to put all our business in the streets. Thank you. Again, I'm your host, Annette. I am here tonight to share my experience, strength, and hope. What doesn't apply, let it fly. Again, thanks for joining us. I'd like to shout out my baby boy, Anthony. He's 3 today. He's phenomenally 3. And he has mastered the art of no. I know that's all a part of it, but sometimes it's difficult. As a grandparent, though, I'm quite happy about it. His mother was the same way, and she's getting a dose of her own medicine live and in living color through Anthony J.D. Beecham, the little Beecham boy. So thank you. Today, I want to talk about strengths. So often in my life, I spent a lot of time worrying about what was wrong. You can see us at CoachingU4U here on Facebook and YouTube. Please join us there on YouTube. Hit the like, share, and subscribe button. Ring the bell. Tell them about us. So tonight, I want to share a little bit about some of my experience with recognizing and accepting my strengths and recognizing that I'm a human being, just like the rest of us, and I will make mistakes. There's no perfection. And you don't have to be perfect to be amazing. It's an allergy day, so forgive me. You don't have to be perfect to be amazing. You just have to be you. And so long, I focused on everything that wasn't perfect, every little thing that might have been wrong. I worked hard on perfecting some of the things that I saw as wrong with me. I worked very hard on that. And I also worked hard on improving what I thought were my weaknesses. And here's what I want to share with you tonight. It took me a long time to recognize and accept my strengths without worrying about or focusing on what I thought was wrong with me. And it's the littlest things. My eyelashes weren't long enough, and this was long before the wave of added eyelashes. The ones you buy. I spent a lot of time thinking about everything that I thought was wrong. I have moles. My lashes aren't long enough. I don't know enough to join in that conversation. I don't know these people. How am I supposed to interact with them? I spent a lot of time, growing up. And it started in my teens because up until my teens, I was fed such positive stuff for so long from family and mentors and teachers that I believed what I thought up until my teenage years. And my teenage years became difficult as a result of some of the things I encountered. But that's not what I want to talk about tonight. I want to talk about the things I spent time worrying about. And when my aha moment came, and I started focusing on my strengths and not what I viewed as my wrongs or my weaknesses. And that was a really, really, really um, huge awakening for me. And then I went to college, and up until college, I thought everything was okay. I thought I had the perfect image of myself after suffering the teenage years and coming through some of that and coming to 18 and what I thought was grown and getting on college. And I was in the South and I was a girl from the North, and along with my Southern sisters, we had it going on together. The North and the South met, and it was a phenomenal, phenomenal combination. And it was there at that HBCU that I actually came into my own. I mean, really came into my own. You know, I came to understand who I was, and what I was made of. And I think I shared this before. I was away at school and I was afraid. It's the first time I'd actually really been away from home. And I remember calling home and saying to my mom, you know, I'm afraid I want to come home. And she said, you're not coming home and you don't have anything to be afraid of. And what, in essence, what she said to me was, I believe in you and I believe you can do this. And man, that turned my whole world around, because I was afraid. I had never been away from home, but I always had the protection of my father, my mother, and my brothers and my uncles. And so, as the youngest girl, it was a huge step for me to go 350 miles away from home for the first time for college. But my mother insisted on an HBCU, and I'm really happy about that, and I'm grateful for that. But the point I'm trying to make tonight, and I want to be clear and short, I spent so much time worrying about my weaknesses that I forgot about my strengths. And tonight, what I want to tell you, what I want to share with you is my experience, strength, and hope. I am everything I tell myself I am. Everything. Everything. I have a lot of strengths. Everything I need to overcome or jump the hurdle or move across the stepping stones of obstacles is already inside of me. And again, what doesn't apply, let it fly. I believe in a power greater than me, and the power I choose is God. And I'm grateful for that. Whoever you choose is all right with me. I choose God. And what I found out was I had enough of everything in me to get past anything that I was going to meet that day. And I only took it one day at a time because it's really all I had. Just that day. And so my message to you tonight is don't worry about a thing. Every little thing's going to be all right because everything you need is right inside of you. Have some faith and believe in you. Everything begins with you. It starts with you. It starts with me. Just believe in yourself. You're strong enough. And every time you face a fear, you get to the other side of your opportunity and hope. And we all have to face fears. It's part of life. It's life on life's terms. But everything we need, every single thing we need is already inside of us. All of it. I worried about my teeth my whole life. We couldn't afford braces, and God knows I needed them. I have an overbite. And I always said, as soon as I can afford it, I'm going to buy braces. But by the time I could afford it, I was okay with my teeth, as crooked as they are. I was okay with them. It just takes time, and it takes believing in yourself, and it takes knowing that you have what it takes. That's all it took for me. And I want you to know this: having confidence in yourself, not cockiness, confidence, is sometimes intimidating to those who don't. Be confident anyway. Believe in yourself anyway. That you have more strengths than you have weaknesses. And for whatever you tell yourself your weakness is, that's exactly what it's going to be. Whatever you tell yourself your strength is, that's exactly what it's going to be. And so, my experience, strength, and hope for you tonight is this: make a decision to be happy and believe in yourself. Believe that the power is in you. Walk in your authority. It's already been given to you. Walk in your authority. Speak it over yourself. Your strength is there. Your hope is there, and your opportunity is there right here inside of us. Right inside of us. And all we have to do is believe that. Nobody can take away your self confidence or your power without your permission. Stop giving people permission to take it away. Stop being in situations that don't serve you. Life is a ball of choices. And just for today, all day, I'm asking you to look at your strengths. They're there. When you think you're afraid, you know, look at the lion inside of you or the lioness, man or woman. Just look inside of you and get the strength that you need to deal with whatever it is you're going through. And never, ever, ever give anybody permission to take your strength or your power away from you. And sometimes, as children, it happens and we're powerless over it. But once we become adults and we know better, we have to do better. And people say that a lot, but it's true. Once you recognize your inner strength because you've worked on your self esteem, you got what you need. Don't forget that. You got what you need right inside. Reach in there and get it. Reach in there and get it. And surround yourself with people who are trying to do the positive things that you're trying to do. What you want at the table, bring to the table. And remember, no matter who you're with and what you're doing, if you listen more than you talk, you'll get everything you need to deal with whatever is on that table. Do your homework. Take your inventory. Look in the mirror. Find your strengths. Today, the day that you can stand in front of a mirror in your born suit and be okay with it, it's the day that you're going to be okay with a lot of things. Accept yourself for who you are. There's always research. You can always learn what you don't know. I try to learn something new every day. I don't care how small it is. And I practice self-care. And all of those things matter when we're reaching inside to get the things that are already there that we need to deal with the things that we have to deal with. I don't care if it's a spouse, a mouse, the people at the office, the people out of the office. Everything you need to deal with them and it is right inside of you. And remember, start with yourself first. I always start with myself first. And what I found out is, and I had to find that out, I have to practice these things. I have to practice self care. I have to practice reaching inside. I have to practice waking up every day and giving myself positive affirmations. I have to practice that. When I open my eyes, the first thing I do is thank God. I give Him my heart and my mind as soon as I wake up because He has what I need. And I need to be spiritually fed in a positive way on a daily basis. And so, just for today, all day, I am your host, Annette, here at CoachingU4U. Thanks for joining us. Please look us up on YouTube, subscribe, hit the like button, share, and ring the bell. This is one of those times where we want you to put all of our business in the street. Go be good to somebody. Drink water, coconut. Moisturize your hands and your feet and your skin. Mind your business. Thanks for joining us. Have a great evening.